Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot, and I am here with the beautiful Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot. How are you today, my dear? Doing well, I hope.
I'm good, my love, but I forgot to do my candles. So while you're talking, I'm going to light my fire. Come on, baby, light my
Okay, guys, let's get into this. Let's get into this for Aries. Let's get into this for Aries.
Oh, let me pull my cards.
Aries, you got controversy and you got intimacy. Oh, okay. So intimacy, passion, coming together, magnetic pull, missing you. Then you got drama, scandal, disbelief, and hidden things revealed. Let's see what's happening. Aries, you are the emperor. Their energy, King of Pentacles. The obstacle is the Three of Swords. The outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. And the advice is the Ten of Wands. You're offering some justice here. So offering justice, Emperor energy. Now you have the King to the Queen of Pentacles. You could have been married, or this is a marriage, or this is a coming together. This even could be that things are being revealed because somebody is very guarded, very defensive. This is somebody, you're coming in. I feel like you're married to this person. With that King of Pentacles energy, they're waiting for you because of the drama, right? I feel like someone was very much in their ego, like you're keeping somebody waiting. You could be in this narcissistic energy. I'm feeling like you're very ego driven. With that Emperor energy, you're very ego, you're in control. You feel like you're in control. This doesn't have to be a twin flame, guys. This can just be that this is a married couple and the husband's a little domineering and the wife's always waiting for the drama. It's almost like even if they think that, you know, you might be great one minute and then the next minute shit's hitting the fan, right? Because heartbreak's at the center of this read. That's the obstacle. Someone wants an opportunity to close this cycle. They want to be done with this. They feel like they're not getting what they deserve out of this relationship. Now, this might be that you have passion for this, but the drama's outweighing the passion. The drama's outweighing the passion because your person, Aries, is coming in as Queen of Pentacles. They do want to be with you. They do want to be with you. They're telling you they want to be with you, but they want to also be happy. This person wants to be with you, but they want they want something to change. They also want to be happy. Now, it's causing a burden on the family situation. You need to make a choice. You got to look at it from their point of view. You got to have some empathy. One thing I love about the Hanged Man for me, can be the empathy card. This could be somebody who needs to stand in somebody else's shoes to feel how this person feels. So I feel like, yes, you may have close intimacy with one another, but I also feel like there's too much drama and scandal, and things that are hidden are revealed, and that might be the issue. You've got to be able to see it from somebody else's point of view.
Okay, Aries, my babies. All right, so guys, we're going to keep it real for a minute here, okay? Now, you know how you guys are, Aries, okay? The most loving, kind, sweet souls ever, but you guys are like those little Sour Patch Kids, right? You walk around all cute and everything, and then out of nowhere, your whole head just catches on fire. And during that little fire, y'all could kill somebody, okay? And then it dies down very quickly, okay? And then you're sweet as pie again, like 15 minutes later, okay? So I do see in your energy with the Death card and the Tower, see that explosion right there? That's your head, Aries. That is literally your whole head exploding on somebody. Now, the problem is that you're serious. And this is rare. It's rare that you get mad and you say you're done and you're really done, or you really cut someone off, or you know what I'm saying. You guys have huge hearts, so yeah, you might get mad in the moment, but like you'll forgive 15 minutes later. Do you see what I'm saying? In this case, you're not playing. Like, you're really not playing. You're done with someone's shit. Now, your person's energy is the Fool card with the Four of Pentacles. Now, they think that they could still walk around being stupid, but with the Four of Pentacles, they think that they still got you. You see what I'm saying? What they're hiding is the Magician with the King of Cups here. Aries, this person still thinks that they could emotionally manipulate you whenever they want. They still think that they have control over your emotions. If they want you to be happy, you'll be happy. If they want to piss you off, they'll piss you off. They still think that they have control, but they just don't realize that they've lost it. You have officially taken back your power. Do you see what I'm saying? The obstacle here is the Six of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. You are going to start giving your time and energy to somebody else. See that Six of Wands, Aries? That's you taking your power back. This is you saying, you know what? You want to play games, bitch? I'm going to show you how it's played. It's going to be all fun and games until I start giving my attention to someone else or doing something else, and I start ignoring your ass. Then we're going to see how much of a joke you think everything is. Barb, am I going to get in trouble for saying that?
No. You're fine.
The B word, it just slipped out of my mouth. It slipped out of my mouth. So the advice here is the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is someone that, they thought they could play with you because you're loyal, you're kind, you're caring, you're nurturing. Some of you may even have Earth in your charts. Okay. But now, Aries, this person's going to cry. They're going to be groveling and they're going to be crying because all of a sudden you're going to be too busy to pick up the phone. You're going to be fake busy all day long because you're not going to give this person the time of day. So they push you too far, Aries, too far.
Okay. Taurus, you got vibes in sync, energy matching, same page, flow together. And you got soul searching, inner work, deep meaning, spiritual path. For you, I feel like your energy is the Death card. There's change, there's transformation, because I feel like you're both on the same page with that Six of Pentacles and the soul searching. You guys are both you're both going within there. Right now, I almost feel like this is a kumbaya kind of moment, right? Because I feel like the two of you are going within, looking at yourselves. But, and that's very important when you're trying to keep a relationship going, is, to have some self-reflection, because instead of pointing our finger at other people, we're going to, take accountability for ourselves, right? But you're being honest. You're being honest with not only yourself but the person that you're dealing with. There is a change here, and I feel like because you're being honest with one another, it's holding back that tower. It's holding that tower up, so that it's almost like you're shoring up the foundation of something, instead of letting it collapse. You're reinforcing it somehow, right? Because I feel like you're successful in how you communicate with one another, and being on that same page is always great, right? And I feel like sometimes the obstacle is, man, if I knew then what I know now, things would be different. So you wish that in the past you could have done this with a past person. I wish I was doing what I'm doing now earlier on. I would have saved myself a lot of heartache and a lot of headache, because I have some regrets. That's why I was single. I regret doing what I've done, knowing now how much I've changed. I feel like that's what's happening here, right? Because I feel like you're having happiness and success. I feel like rushing, it's going to be very quick. A new beginning is coming. It's almost a celebration. I feel like the two of you are very compatible, and, you're on the same page here. You're working towards, possibly a wedding, a celebration. You're moving forward. I feel like you had your doubts in the beginning, but I feel like with this person, it's like you've manifested somebody who's going to be emotionally open, somebody who's going to help you through difficult times. And you may be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. And Taurus and Cancer would be one of the best matches in the universe. So possibly. There you go.
Okay, Taurus. So here's what we got. In your energy, do not kill do not shoot the messenger, Taurus. Okay. I feel that with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, Taurus, I feel like you might be giving somebody an apology. Okay. In your person's energy with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords could be a representation that they are right about something. Okay. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that they are due some type of apology. So you may have done something wrong to this person. Okay. Please don't shoot the messenger. Nobody is perfect. Maybe you said something, or maybe you were doing something wrong and you didn't realize it. You know, maybe you said a joke the wrong way or something like that. I don't know, but it looks to me like you owe someone an apology. Now, could this be vice versa? Absolutely. But I'm just reading it the way it's showing here. Okay. Could somebody be giving you an apology? Sure. So you take it as it resonates before you chew my booty up in the comments. Okay. So, you know, from what I'm seeing here, you're giving someone an apology. Okay. Now, what they're hiding is the Justice card with the Eight of Swords. So this is someone that may accept your apology, but with that Eight of Swords, they're still holding a grudge. Got to keep it real with you. They're still holding a grudge. And with that Justice card, they are justified in doing so. So this is an energy of somebody that has lost trust. They're a little paranoid now. They're a little suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay. I mean, they're a little suspicious. Okay. Now, the obstacle, here we go, is going to be the Queen of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. So this is someone, you know, Taurus, if it is you that is giving the apology, you better be ready to mind your P's and Q's, because she's got a whole shank out. You know what I'm saying? She'll stab you right in the face. She's not playing with nobody. Okay. With that Ten of Pentacles energy, I mean, if you want a future with this person, you better be ready to prove it or lose a limb or something. Okay. She's not playing with nobody, you know, she or he, it doesn't matter. We don't read gender here. Okay. So, you know, or, you know, again, Taurus, this could be vice versa. Cross watcher, if you're going to apologize to a Taurus, this Taurus is not playing. Okay. I mean, the advice here is, if whoever's going back to apologize here, if you're going back to apologize, it better be a passionate apology, and there better be an understanding that it has to come with changed behavior, because someone here is forgiving, but they are not forgetting. Okay.
Okay. We have Gemini. Okay, Gemini, you got hiding their true feelings and no contact. So I feel like your energy, Gemini, is somebody, you saw that somebody from your past juggled you, that they cheated on you. You saw this. You may have caught this person and you closed the cycle. You said, we're done. We're done. With that World card, that's something coming full circle, ending something, starting something new. But their energy could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. They're manifesting a victory with you. They're manifesting you back. Okay. This person wants to come back and they want to get something. It's almost like when it says secret love, or, where did I see that? Yeah. Secret love. This person never lost love for you, even though they did you dirty. They're trying to figure out a way to come towards you, but you've left them out in the cold and they still want to be with you. So it's almost like they're trying to figure out, how do I get back in their good graces? Because I'm out in the cold. You've got them blocked. There's no contact, right? This person is not in your life because you're done. You're done with how they acted or what they did, right? This is causing somebody a tower moment. They're recognizing what they've done. Okay. If they were so into you, Gemini, why did they do what they did? Because, you know, now they're waiting. They're looking at their past mistakes with regret. They're trying to figure out, they're yearning for you, but regretting their past mistakes, right? They're regretting their past mistakes. They're knowing that they lied, they cheated. There was a choice they made. It was a choice they made, which caused there to be no equal give and take with you. So this person is hiding their feelings. They're butthurt about, you know, they didn't think their actions would have the they would get the reaction that they did. And you shut them down. You totally shut this person down.
Okay, Gemini. So your energy is the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands. So Gemini, it looks to me like you have a decision to make here and you're procrastinating. You're not wanting to make a decision about something. Okay. Now, your person's energy is the Three of Wands with the King of Wands. This is someone that seems to want you to pick. This is like a pick me energy. It's like this is someone that might be jumping through hoops, wanting you to pick them with this Three of Wands and King of Wands energy. What this person is hiding is the Star card and the Ten of Wands. They're putting a lot of pressure on you to get what they want. So for instance, Gemini, what this might look like is, let's just say you're in a relationship with someone or a situationship or casually dating, and this is someone that wants to move in together. Okay, let's just say an example, right? Now you're like, meh, okay, I'll think about it, whatever, but you're not really thinking about it. You're not really looking to make a decision. And this person is kind of like, you know, when someone like is putting that energetically pressuring you with, you know, that hope of you saying yes, you know, and it's maybe becoming a lot for you. Okay. The obstacle here is the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. You've got someone here that's spicy. They're on fire. They're ready to go. They want to move in. They want to move. They want to see movement in this connection, whereas your energy is the Four of Swords. I mean, which is the polar opposite of any type of movement whatsoever in the tarot. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are on two completely different pages. I think the advice here with the Moon card and the Tower, what you don't see coming is a storm is about to brew, because you've got this person that's very impatient, wanting you to make a decision, energetically kind of bullying you to make a decision. And I think that you're about to see a side of them that you never expected to see, because I think that this person is just like pretty much going to implode with, you know, the frustration of wanting you to make a decision. You know, you've got the Page of Pentacles under the deck and the Hierophant. Like, you're sitting more in a friendship vibe with this person, and this is someone that's wanting like high levels of commitment, like wanting you to show like moving in together or posting things on, you know, social media publicly, or getting engaged or something serious. You're just not ready for it, you know, Gemini, you know. So I feel like this might lead to a bad fight or a bad argument. Okay.
Okay, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you got soul searching, inner work, deep meaning, spiritual path, and you also got self-love. This is about loving you first, being happy, releasing the past. I feel like you're coming in as a masculine energy because you're a single King of Cups, okay? You're single, but it took you a long time to heal from a commitment. Right? So this may be why you're doing the soul searching, you're doing the self-love thing. I feel like your person moved on with a third party and you're not speaking to this person, but they're watching you. They got their eye on you. They're stalking you. Right? They may be manifesting equal give and take with you. You're coming in Emperor energy. They're manifesting getting back with you somehow, but they're still hiding a king of pentacles. They're hiding somebody. The person that they cheated on you with, they're still in a relationship with. This person's trying to come back towards you, even though it's taken you a long time to heal from this, right? And this person still wants to try to put their foot in the door, right? This cycle is closed for you. You've ended the cycle. You're like, I'm done with this, right? But this person's obsessed. I mean, it's almost like this person doesn't take accountability for their own actions. This person may act like they're the victim in this. You see it quite differently than they do. You see, it's like somebody cheating on you and then blaming you for them cheating on you. That's what this is about. This person's, what if you would have done this or you would have done this, we wouldn't have been here. That's not the case. For you, you see it completely different than they do, right? And I feel like for you, you're working on you, right? The justice here for you is you working on you. You have an opportunity to do what you want to do here. Now, you could reconcile with this person, but I don't think that that's what you want to do. I honestly feel like it's time for you to have justice for yourself. Maybe it's you working on you. This is an opportunity for you to reconcile things for yourself. You're coming in both masculine and feminine energy. So I feel like that's you, Cancer. So you're not, even though somebody wants you back, that door's closed for you. You're not wasting any more energy on that.
Okay, my Cancer babies. So guys, in your energy, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So this could be an energy of somebody apologizing and you trying to decide if you should accept the apology, or Cancer, this could be somebody asking you out on a date or something along those lines and you trying to decide if you want to go, on this date. Now, their energy is the King of Cups with Temperance here. So I feel like this is someone that's being very patient. So if this is someone that wants to apologize, they're willing to patiently wait for your forgiveness. Or if this is someone that, has feelings for you and wants to ask you out on a date and you're kind of undecided if you want to go down that road, they're patiently waiting for you to say yes and accept their offer. Okay. What this person is hiding is the King of Wands and the Hierophant, Cancer. This is someone that really wants high levels of commitment with you. So if this is somebody that did you dirty and they're waiting for you to accept the apology, you keeping them on their toes, on the back burner, and not just jumping in their lap is making them crave high levels of commitment with you. You not being easy to just be, you're not easily attainable. It's making them crave high levels of commitment with you. And the same goes for if this is just simply someone asking you out on a date. The fact that you're not easily jumping in their arms and saying, yes, baby, take me to McDonald's, big boy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not, jumping on their lap and you're like, yeah, baby, let's do this. It's making them crave wanting high levels of commitment with you. Okay. Now, the obstacle here is the Chariot and the Four of Pentacles. We have one person that wants to just go and let's go out on this date, or, please forgive me so we can, get this party started and get our life started. And with the Four of Pentacles, you're not really wanting to do anything. You're not wanting to say you forgive this person or say you don't forgive them. You're not wanting to go out on the date. You're really kind of wanting to keep to yourself here. I don't really see you wanting to give energetically to a situation. Your advice here is the Three of Wands and the Four of Swords. I'm waiting. Keep them waiting. See, this is you on the couch playing your video game. This is you meditating. This is you taking a nap. This is you with cucumbers on your eyes, relaxing, having a spa day. You know what I'm saying? While that person's on the phone, waiting to see if you've answered. You're just keep them waiting. Fuck 'em. Okay, let's go. Next.
Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo, you got envy, black magic, jealous of you, holding a grudge, mad you're gone. And then you got contemplation. You got sketchy, unsure of you, playing games, weighing out options. Now, for you, you got the high priestess energy. Now, this could be somebody who has higher esoteric knowledge. It also could be somebody that's not saying anything. They're just using their intuition. But it's illuminating you. So, has to do with a relationship with you and a relationship or the foundation of something. I feel like for you, maybe it's you that's in that high priestess energy, because you got black magic here. You got black magic here. You have higher esoteric knowledge illuminating you. And I feel like the other person, they're at a crossroads. I feel like this person is maybe just looking out to their future. I mean, they've already picked what they're doing and they're going in the right direction for them. They're on their path. They're on their path, right? When I see this, they know the truth. They've closed this for a reason. They've closed this door for a reason, right? They've closed the door for a reason, and the truth is out, right? They know that whatever's happened, they know the truth in the situation. So this may really be they're not sure that they want to reconcile. They're not sure that they want to reconcile. They've closed that door and the truth is out. They know they know the truth in a situation. Now, there could be another person involved, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it may have to do with money. It may have to do with a lot of money. But this person wanted the victory in the past. So that could be you. You wanted a victory with this person because of the money in the past. That's maybe what the whole problem is. The obstacle right here. You wanted this, right? You wanted this, right? So you wanted that new passionate beginning. You wanted to take that leap. And you wanted it moving forward quickly. You did. You wanted it to move forward with success, making the right decision to move forward with success. You thought you had it, but now you're kind of trapped in your head. You're feeling kind of bound to something. You're feeling some kind of way because it's almost like there's no equal give and take here. You're trying to weigh your odds here because there's no equal give and take. You're not getting what you wanted, right? They're not wanting to reconcile this relationship. They're closing a door on it because they're aware of the truth, and you're kind of like weighing your odds. You're weighing your odds. There's no equal give and take in this relationship. You may regret the burden. What I'm going to tell you is, if you're doing witchcraft, you're going to regret the burden that you put on somebody, because it's going to come back on you 3 times 3. It will. If you're doing something to somebody because you didn't get what you wanted in some case, you're going to get your karma. This will bring you bad juju.
Okay, my loves. So Leo, in your energy here, you've got the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing you doing is turning your pain into power. You could be taking that pain and putting it into work. You could be taking that pain and putting it into starting a new job, or maybe, killing it at the workplace, working extra hours. And this could it might not even have to do with money, just cleaning your house, clearing your space, clearing your energy. Maybe you're going to the gym, taking that frustration out, on the treadmill or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this pain looks real good on you. I hate to say it. This person, maybe thought that, they were going to hurt you and you were going to die. No. Phoenix rising, baby. Phoenix rising. Now, their energy is the 8 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So, Leo, this is someone that may have walked away from you to go entertain something else. What this person was hiding is they met someone else and they were manifesting with another person behind your back. Okay. Now, the obstacle though here, Leo, is that this person, they had this third party situation, but they were trying to sabotage this connection to make everything seem like it was your fault. And I think that you handled this with so much grace, Leo. You just simply bowed out and decided to take your pain and put it in a place where energetically it would grow. Like, instead of arguing with this person and allowing yourself to be gaslit, instead you decided to take froze. Did we freeze? Did I
No.
freeze? No, I think we froze for a moment there. Okay. So you decided you instead of allowing yourself to be gaslit and giving this person your energy, you're not giving that energy to them. You're taking that energy and you're taking it out on cleaning your house. You're taking it out on at the gym to where your body looks and feels better. You're taking it out at the workplace. You're being more aggressive in sales or working overtime so you get that heavier paycheck, or finally taking the initiative to open that business you've wanted to take. So you're taking that pain and turning it into power. Your advice here is, yes, it's going to hurt, Leo. Whatever this person is doing to you is going to hurt drastically. And with the Six of Swords, you're going to take it and you're going to get out of this storm and you're going to come out way better than you were before. Okay? Because you're a freaking Leo, damn it. Yep, you can't be messing with no Leos. King of the jungle. Queen of the jungle. People crazy thinking they're messing with a Leo.
I know I'm a Leo rising myself. Okay, so Virgo, you got soul searching in heart repair, healing, love wins, building trust, but soul searching, inner work, deep meaning, and spiritual path. So you may have been dealing with a player for a long time. You may have been playing with the player. You may have been playing with the player for a long time, okay? And you finally figured out their deception and you left them out in the cold. So did you get scarred? Probably. Now, man or woman, doesn't matter. Women can be players too. But somebody was in and out. Maybe there for a good time, not a long time, but this went on for a long time, right? And now you've got somebody that's trying to offer their love, somebody who wants to be with you with that Ace of Cups and that Knight of Cups. That guy's coming, he's saying, I'm choosing you, but this person feels that you're still trapped in your head about past things, right? Dealing with this player for so long has got you a little gun shy, okay? The obstacle is you. You're coming in as a masculine energy, okay? And you feel some kind of way. It's like, it's almost like mourning. The energy is mourning something. You have to release it, but you're doing soul searching. You are working on it because you see that you need to release something. You need to let go of this past person because it's affecting your current love life, right? You can't move forward if that door's still open from behind, right? Close that door, nail it shut. I don't know, stick a dresser in front of it, nail it completely shut so that you can move forward to this person who's ready to be with you. They want to be with you and heal your heart, right? Because I do see a big change coming. There's a big change. And where you were having sleepless nights or worrying, you let that tower fall. You let the tower fall because because you resisted. You kept resisting letting that tower fall. Letting that tower fall is symbolizing that you are finally letting go of whatever was in the past that hurt you so that you can move forward. And I do see that this person really, they were very strategic about what they did. Now, I feel like this is your person coming in masculine energy here, but they were very strategic. Now, this could be a feminine energy, could be a masculine, take it how it resonates with you. But I feel like this person really paid attention. They weren't in their emotions about it. They saw that you were dealing with something, and they allowed it to, allowed you to deal with it the way you dealt with it. They are still moving forward here. They're communicating that they want to take that leap. They're ready. They're ready when you are. They're ready when you are, but you've got to let yourself heal. You've got to release the pain that you're holding on to from that other person. Your turn, love.
Coming. Okay, so Virgo, your energy is the 6 of Cups with the 8 of Cups. So your energy is you are walking away from either family, or you are walking away from somebody that has been in your life for quite some time. Now, Virgo, this person's not going to let you go easily, because we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. They know they hurt you. They know they betrayed you. They know they cheated. They do want to apologize, but I think that you are officially emotionally disconnecting. Okay. What this person is hiding is that they may love you, but they're not scared of losing you. Even now that they come forward and apologize to you and everything, they're doing it hoping that you kind of, accept the apology. But if you don't, they're not going to die. This is someone that risks the connection because I know those are harsh words, but listen, everybody knows how I read my cards. We do not do unicorn farts and glitter here. Okay. I'm sorry. This is reality. This person hurts you because they do not care about losing this connection. They risk it because they do not care about losing it. They don't. Now, I feel like the obstacle here, Virgo, is that you're starting to come into an energy where you feel like you deserve better. And you feel like you're never going to get that from this person. And it's time to start opening the doors to something new. Your heart is finally ready to put yourself out there to receive the love that you deserve, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing, because you are 100% correct on that aspect. The advice here is the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. Cut this person out of your life and start manifesting. I actually saw, what did I see today on Facebook? It said, when God removes something from your life, it's because he's making space for what you need. And that's what's happening now, Virgo. You're making space for what you truly need, want, and desire. And it's time to start calling that into for yourself.
Okay. Guys, we're going to talk about, and it's funny because we got 3737. Interesting. 3737. The topic for today is going to be retaliation. Sometimes people want to do spell work in retaliation, and the problem with that is when you do that, it makes you no different than them, right? Because you got to leave room. How did you say that earlier, Gina?
You have to leave room. Wait, what are you talking about?
Leaving room for God to do
Yeah,
when it comes
when
to
God removes something from your life, it's because he's making room for what you want and need.
no, I mean for when you're talking about revenge, when someone's doing the
The
spell.
Bible verse. So what me and Barbara were talking about before was the Bible verse. So the Bible says, "Do not seek revenge, but allow room for the wrath of God." And the reason why I hold so dearly to this verse is because God, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, can cause so much more damage than anything that we can do. So when you take that burden and you lay it at karma's feet, when you lay it at God's feet, do you see what I'm saying? We're releasing that poison from within us of wanting to see another person suffer, because don't forget, the quicker we want someone else to get revenge or get their karma, the quicker we're calling karma onto ourselves. And listen, karma escapes nobody. You know what I'm saying? We all have shit
Yeah.
that we do in a day that we're not supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So giving that to God, giving that pain to God, and watching what God will do to someone's life is so much bigger than anything we can do on our own.
Well, and also, I think that brings up a good point, though. And because there are a lot of people in this world that misunderstand what forgiveness is, okay? Forgiveness is not about the person that hurt you, it's about you letting go of the pain they caused you, right? Because let me give you a good example. It's like you got punched in the eye. You got this big old shiner, but the person who punched you in the eye is off doing their own thing. They're not paying any attention. They don't even think about it again, right? But you still got the pain. You're still carrying the pain. Now this is about you letting go of that pain and moving forward. It doesn't matter what the other person does. People think that they're going to get away with something. Every knee will bow. Nobody gets away with anything. Okay, at the end of the day, nobody gets away with anything. So forgiveness, when people say, I'll never forgive, what you're really saying is, I'm choosing to be a victim. I'm choosing to carry this pain that this person put on my back for infinity, right? Because you have to let that go so that you can move forward. Otherwise, you're trapped in a cycle. Don't you believe that, Gina?
Yes.
Yeah. You're like, yes, what were you saying?
I'm sorry, I had to answer a text.
No,
I love you.
no, I'm talking about forgiveness and how it's about when you choose not to forgive somebody, then you're choosing to be a victim in that. Forgiveness is about releasing pain.
You will let it. You know what? I'm gonna throw, if it's okay with you, Barbara. I'm gonna throw my own life out here for a second. Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So everybody knows that I got engaged, right? Everybody knows I'm in a relationship. One of the number one problems in my relationship is my person got cheated on horrendously in the past. And he's consistently sabotaging our connection by accusing me. But you see, because he didn't forgive that person, he is now destroying happiness in his current day energy. Now, that bitch is gone, enjoying her life, not even thinking about nothing. We are not a part of her day. We do not come up in her everyday life. But in my household, do you see what I'm saying? Because he has not truly forgiven that situation, it disrupts his because I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know. I just go eat my chicken nuggets and mind my business, but it destroys his peace and happiness. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, for
Yeah.
real, you know, and that's the truth. If you do not forgive and release, you are taking that person with you everywhere you go. You might as well just stay with them. What's the point of even leaving if you're going to take them with you everywhere you go? Every
Right.
relationship that you're in, they're in the middle of it. Everything you try doing, you're guarded, you're not trusting. There's a difference between learning a lesson from a situation, and there's a difference between holding it with you to the point that it's stopping your life, stopping you
Right.
from being happy, stopping you from, taking a chance or taking a risk. You see what I'm saying? It's not healthy.
Well, but most people look at it like if they forgive somebody, then that person's getting away with something. Nobody gets away with anything. I'm telling you, every knee will bow. Even yourself. You have to forgive yourself for your own shortcomings because our day to day, we may hurt someone's feelings without even realizing it, right? But you still need to accept responsibility for what you do because at the end of the day, you're going to atone for it. You will atone for it. Whether you believe it or not, you will atone for it. So that's my
No, it
contribution
is.
for the day.
Yeah, no, it is. It is very true. And forgiving. Well, let's talk about that for a quick minute too. How to forgive somebody. So another thing that me and Barbara were talking about before we got on was my fourth marriage was the only time in my entire life that I experienced hatred. Okay. And there's nothing worse to catch in your life than a case of hatred. And I'm talking like true hatred. I don't know how to explain how it feels, but it's horrendous. You know what I'm saying? Pray for them. You're going to hate that you're praying for them. You're going to feel like this is pointless because my heart doesn't want to pray for them. But I promise you, if you pray for them and you ask God in that prayer to take the pain away from you, and you say, God, let's just say me and Barbara are beefing really bad, right? And I say, God, listen, please, I want Barbara to have a blessed day. I want her to have abundance. I want her to have all the beautiful things in the world. I ask you to please take this hatred from my heart. Please put forgiveness in my heart. Do you know what's going to happen? Even though you don't feel it happening, every day that you do it, something is working within you. And you know what's going to happen? The day's going to come that I'm going to forget to pray for Barbara. But do you know why I forget to pray for Barbara? Because Barbara's not on my mind anymore.
Right,
Do you
because you've
understand what I'm
forgiven it.
saying?
You've forgiven it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not, when you have that hatred against somebody, what happens? They're constantly on your mind. Constantly it's churning. That hatred is constantly, constantly, constantly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, even if you try to divert your thoughts, you're constantly, you don't know. Have you ever seen someone in a bad relationship where you could be talking about ice cream and 5 seconds later, somehow you're talking about their cheating husband again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
it's, but yeah, so that's the key way. Then the fastest way is to pray for somebody. And you're not going to want to do it initially. You're going to be like, this is stupid, stupid, stupid. Just do
Yeah.
it. I promise you it works. Yeah.
Well, the fastest way to know that you're healed too is the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And so when you're indifferent to somebody, when your give a fuck button is broken and you no longer care, you know you've healed. And so then you know you've forgiven and you've moved forward. So, okay, let's get into Libra. Okay, Libra, you got peaceful vibe and thinking of you. No more drama, calm mind, soul alignment, right? Thinking of somebody, you're thinking past, you're missing them, you're maybe grieving, you're fixated on somebody, you're manifesting a reunion, right? Here's your energy. You're the Four of Swords. You're healing. You're trying to recover here. You've taken a break, a time out. You see things differently now. You've seen the bigger picture. You saw the burden, and it's like the burden for you is the fact that you're not speaking to this person. You're not speaking to this person. Their energy is the Knight of Swords. I almost feel like this person was very harsh to you in this commitment. Like there's some kind of a harshness. Something was said or something was done about the commitment. Well, no, I see what it is. For this person, the harsh truth is that they held back from the commitment. This person wouldn't commit to you. They wouldn't have they're a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. They wouldn't commit to you. And Libra, I know. Let me just say, I don't care how many times I read Libra. I don't care what deck I use. The person that always comes up for you is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn every single time. And your nemesis, that person always comes up as a Queen of Pentacles every single time. It doesn't matter. I don't know whose story I'm reading, but I'm picking up on your energy on a daily. It's a daily, because this person didn't commit to you. They didn't commit to you, but that doesn't mean they didn't care about you. Right? It just means that this person wasn't committing to you. It has to do with somebody. And I almost feel like you're a twin flame energy, because this is the karmic for you that causes somebody to resist you or be guarded against you. And it's literally causing a tower for you. It's causing the tower for you, because this person is the vein of you want to talk about your nemesis. This is like your nemesis, right? The vein of your existence. You just can't stand this person. You're manifesting your happiness, your wish fulfillment. You're manifesting a new beginning. There's justice coming. I feel like karma's about to hit somebody. I feel like karma's about to hit. That tower may end up falling on that Queen of Pentacles, because you have a peaceful vibe. There's no more drama, right? Because your wish fulfillment is to manifest your happiness and wish fulfillment, right? Happiness in a new beginning with justice. Now, as far as as rebuilding, I do see that this is coming back around. So where this person wasn't going to commit to you, they're coming back to rebuild. They want to reconcile and they want to move forward and they want to overcome obstacles. So where in the past, this may have been difficult, I feel like it's moving in a positive direction for you.
Okay, Libra. So, in your energy, I think that Libra, you were trying to build with somebody here, and it's just all coming crashing down. And I think that what's happening is someone's toxic behavior is being exposed. Now, I don't know if that's you, and it's fine. Listen, we're all, we're all human. We all have, you know what I'm saying, things about us that acknowledging that we have a problem is how we grow and change. So this could be you acknowledging that you're doing something wrong, or this could be you acknowledging that, something about the person that you're dealing with of, oh my gosh, this is really bad. This is really toxic, right? So there's an acknowledgement of, when that tower falls, what do? We look at that foundation to see what's wrong with it. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is like horrendous. This is going to take forever to fix, right? Now, your person's energy, though, I feel like with the Knight of Swords and the Death card, this is someone that is sitting in an energy where they're trying to convince you that they can change and they can change quickly. Okay. So if this is a problem on your person's end, it's an energy of, listen, I know I'm really messed up in this one particular way, but I can change and I can change overnight. So we don't have to worry about anything. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know the transmission is blown, but we could just pop a new one in there. Do 1, 2, 3, quickie. You're not putting no transmission in quickie nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That should take a minute, right? So, and or the same thing with you, Libra. If it is you that has some type of toxic pattern, maybe you're holding on to some type of trauma from the past or something like that, right? And you're realizing, is it me? Am I the problem? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're realizing that you're the problem. This person's like, Libra, listen, I don't know, but this shit needs to change quickly. Okay. So there's an energy of needing to change quickly. What someone here is hiding is in the past, someone here was cheated on. In the past, someone here was dealing with a person that was very selfish, very greedy, very self-centered, not ready to commit. And I think that dealing with that type of energy is now spilling into this connection. Okay. The obstacle here is the Lover's card and the Five of Cups. Someone here is afraid that they are going to regret trusting someone or giving their heart because they feel like their person may end up cheating. Okay. And I think that the advice here is we've got one person that's saying, listen, I can't live like this. I can't live in an energy of not being trusted. I understand that you've got past trauma. Now, again, Libra, you could be bringing this to the table, or it could be your person bringing this to the table. But someone here, literally, we just got done talking about this during our little session that we just did. There's an energy of someone that's just severely traumatized from the past, and they're still carrying it with them and making this current situation pay for the past mistakes. And I think that we have someone here that just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. Like, listen, you don't trust me. It keeps destroying our connection. And I just don't want to keep building with you just for it to be torn apart because you're making me pay for someone else's mistakes. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think someone's taking it too far.
Okay. Scorpio, you got safe love, which is trust, security in your home. You are home. Okay. And then but you got broken mirrors, you've got triggers, turmoil, lessons, addiction, and awakening. Now I feel like for you got justice here moving forward. So you may have left a tumultuous, I can't even say the word, relationship behind. Okay. You're letting go from something that constantly triggers you, something that's turmoil, somebody who's always in chaos. Okay. This is a lesson that you needed to learn. You needed to understand, do you want to go around that mountain again? Or do you want to go in a new direction and have a safe love, something that's working, that's there, that's protecting, loving, caring, kind, that kind of thing. I feel like for you, you moved on. You needed to find peace and balance, and you're coming in as yourself. Scorpio, you're coming in as yourself. You're like, I needed to move on from something, find peace for myself, right? So there's a new beginning for you. You do have the Ace of Pentacles, and I love the Ace of Pentacles. This is my favorite tarot card, okay? And this is about something that's going to grow and prosper. It's about the cornucopia. This is the best ace you can get, okay? This is going to grow and prosper for you. It's almost like a gift from God, okay? A gift from God. And here you are in that pre-empress energy. You're independent, you're strong, you're just doing your thing, right? This person's coming in to offer you a new beginning. They see you as, and I love this because look, this is the only pinnacle that you're missing from that 10 of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles, that makes 10 pentacles there, guys. This person's going to give you everything that you want or need, right? It's like they want to move quickly. In their mind, they want to move quickly. They see you and they go, oh, I got to have Scorpio. That's the one for me, right? They're home. And this person wants to move quickly. Now, they're saying, are you healed yet? Are you over this? Are you good? Are you good? Because we want to build. I'm ready to build with you and build our happiness. Building our happiness, right? He's very passionate about building their happiness. So Scorpio, you got new love coming in. I feel like you left behind whatever turmoil, addiction, like this could be you, this could be a relationship you were in, but you were in constant turmoil. And this for you, it's almost like you found your peace. You found your peace. Now, I feel like you have strong emotions here. You're coming in as a masculine energy, or this is strong emotions that you have for this person. That, but it may also be looking at somebody's. Oh, this is referencing the turmoil. The outcome is referencing the turmoil. So whatever was hidden with somebody, they may have been hiding another person, was a past mistake. This was a past mistake with another person. That was hidden. But I feel like you could be still trapped in your head about the broken heart, but I feel like you're working on finding your blessing, So you will work on finding your blessing here. But here's the thing. Yeah, I didn't see it any other way in there except right here. Whatever that person in the past did for you or did to you, leave it in the past. Like we were just saying earlier, you got to overcome this obstacle. You can't stop yourself from living your life and moving forward to a blessing, because the star is a blessing, right? The Ace of Pentacles is a blessing, because you're looking back at doors that are closed. They're closed for a reason. Let them go. Let them go. Move forward. Because you do have a blessing coming in. You have somebody who's going to bring you all 10 of those pentacles.
Okay, my love. All right. So Scorpio, your energy, surprise, surprise. Are you obsessed over an ex, Scorpio? My obsessive little freaks. Obsessive little freaky dinkies. Are you a little obsessed? Yeah, I think that, I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde. What do we have? 5 planets of Mercury, a full moon, sprinkle a little lion's gate on top, and we got an obsessed ass Scorpio. That's what we got. Scorpio, you thinking about that ex? Yeah, you are. Well, so the X here, with the Strength card and the Knight of Swords, is staying away from you, because if they react to you in any way, they will run you over with their vehicle. So I don't know, maybe it's for the best that this person's not speaking to you, Scorpio. This is someone that, I don't know, they're holding their tongue. It's almost like this person, I don't know, that I feel like they're angry. Like this person wants to unleash the Kraken on you. So I don't know, I don't know. I'm getting kind of like You know what I'm getting? Okay, this would only come up in a Scorpio reading. I'm getting hate effing. That's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like if both of you were in the same room, first you would probably beat the shit out of each other and then have like the best round of makeup sex two people have ever had in their entire life, is kind of what I'm feeling here. Okay. Broken, bruised, bloody, missing teeth, and then fucking it out. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. Okay. What's that movie with Brad Pitt, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? You
Yeah.
ever see that movie with
Yeah.
it? That's kind of like what I'm getting here, okay? So I feel like, yeah, what someone was hiding here is they may have been cheating. So there may have been a case of cheating that happened here. Someone here may have stepped out on the connection and created a tower moment, okay? The obstacle here, though, is that with the death card and the Hierophant, this was a strong soul tie connection between you and this person, and I don't think it was supposed to end. You know what I'm saying? It ended, but I don't think it was supposed to. I think that this was a soul tie that, was supposed to last forever and somebody messed it up, so it's very hard to stay away from each other. The advice here is the Lover's card and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody is learning to keep their hands to themselves. I see a reconciliation. I see a relationship coming back together, but when someone is tempted, it's important for you to sit on your hands, okay? It doesn't mean because somebody sticks a boobie in your face, you got to touch it, okay? That's just the way it goes. It doesn't mean that, someone's swinging some dangalang in front of your face that you got to put your mouth on it, okay? That we can't do that, Scorpio. If we are in a relationship, you got to sit on your hands, or whoever's cheating here needs to sit on their hands and not touch it. Don't give in to the temptation, okay? So I am seeing, a very strong round of some very serious hate makeup sex, and then a reconciliation. But I do feel like this reconciliation is going to come with changed behavior. I do feel like whoever was stepping out on the connection is learning to sit on their hands. Okay.
Okay. Sagittarius, you got reconciliation and desire. I feel like this is a twin flame reading. Okay. So I feel like you're trying to heal. Somebody was in a very low vibrational energy with that Knight of Wands. That's the Emperor at his lowest vibration. So you held back. You held back from this person because there was a choice. Like I always say, Gina says it best when it comes to the Lover's card. It's Adam, Eve, and the snake. There's always a snake in this card, okay? So you held back because there was a snake in this Sagittarius. And their energy is deception. With the Emperor energy, they were deceiving you. Now they're trying to figure out, they're trapped in their head about how to move forward here, how to get past this. How do we go back to where we were, right? Because the center of this reading is the Tower. Shit hit the fan. But you have to understand, you're going from the lowest vibration to the highest vibration. I feel like this is just, something that's going to take time to go forward. Pre-Empress energy, here you are. Here you are. This is a new beginning. There will be a new beginning once that tower falls. Because you can only go, the thing about the tower is once it falls, it can be rebuilt. It can be rebuilt on a solid foundation versus a weak foundation, right? Here you are, Sagittarius. So once this tower falls, it can be rebuilt. You can start to rebuild this. Now, the difference between a regular relationship and a twin flame is the regular relationship, you can walk away and never look back, right? You cannot cut the cord with a twin flame. I don't care what anybody says. I've lived it myself for 13 years. I've been through hell and back. You cannot cut the cord even after they die. Even after they die, that cord's still there. It's still there. So I feel like it's taking this a long time to move forward. And you've resisted sleeping with this person because it's taken a long time for you to say, okay, I'm ready to come back together with you, right? But I do see happiness and success happening here. There is an opportunity. The Empress, for you to become the wife. So I feel like that this is going to come back together. This will reconcile, but it's going to take that tower falling for it to do so.
Okay, Sagittarius. So your energy is the Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. Sag, I think you're disgusted with somebody. I think someone here has hurt you to the point that you are just completely and utterly disgusted with them. Now, your person still is under the impression, like intuitively, they still feel like they can work it out with you. So I don't know what kind of intuition this person has, because they're not picking up on your energy at all, like at all. But this person is still under the impression that they can work it out with you. I think that this person was trying to hide a third party. And I think that Sagittarius, you found proof of it. And I don't even think that you're bringing it up to them. You know, when you reach that point of being so sick and tired that it's like not even worth fighting over anymore, I think you just entered into that energy of you got the ick and that's it. I think the obstacle here, Sagittarius, is you're wanting to leave the situation behind. I don't know if you're like living with this person or you have some type of financial tie to this person. You're basically planning your escape. So if you don't live with them, if you don't have any tie to them, you're just ghosting them. You're not even going to bring it up to them that you caught anything. You're not going to show them the proof. You don't care about what they have to say. You're just done. For those of you that like are married to this person, living with this person, whatever the case may be, you're planning your escape. It's literally the beginning of the end at this point. And your advice here, Sagittarius, is this is going to bring in a blessing. Learning the lesson and getting away from this is you're going to be so rewarded for learning your lesson with this person. You can't even believe how good your life is going to look when you get away from this.
Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, you got lesson learned and you got toxic environment, bad advice, low vibration, emotional leeching, karmic relationship, lesson learned, tough times, growing. It's like trying to grow and level up. Now, you have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture for you. That you see that they're wishing to walk away. You're looking at the bigger picture. You see that this person's wanting to walk away. They're walking away from you. And the reason I feel like, and this isn't all Capricorns, but Capricorn, I feel like you're the one who did this person dirty, right? Because this person feels like that there's third parties and they're blocking you because they don't feel that this is that they're in the right place with you, right? So blocking because they're not feeling like you're on the same page because of third parties. Now, this is what gets me, because I've never seen this come out like this. You got a Queen of Cups, you got a King of Swords, and you got you coming in as a feminine energy, Capricorn, but you're sleeping with everybody. You're sleeping with everybody. Like, I don't know if you're into threesomes, or if you are sleeping with a couple, or what's happening, because that's why this person's walked away, because they're not on the same page as you there. It's like, that's not for me. I don't know if you were swinging, but you were open with multiple people here. There's multiple people here. Now you're waiting because this person won't talk to you. They've moved on, and it's leaving you a little icy. It's leaving you a little icy. You're not able to communicate with this person. They've moved on. It's almost like, even if you wanted to change or whatever, this is a lesson that you had to learn, right? Because you may have had a good person, but you chose to be in some toxic environment, whatever that is, because I feel like this was something that you had to learn. There was a lot of argument. You could have been arguing and fighting. This may have been... I feel like you guys argued and fought a lot, but I feel like you did some soul searching. Like you realized this. You realized this. It took you a long time because of this partner. Now, I feel like this was done because you realized that you've lost something because of the behavior you had. So it was a lesson for you.
Okay, Capricorn. So your energy is the Four of Cups and the Five of Swords. So I feel like you are sabotaging a connection to get away from somebody. I'm kind of picking up on a stage 5 clinger vibe here. Capricorn, your person's energy is the Sun card and the Hierophant. This person is all over you, suffocating you, wanting high levels of commitment. So I actually see you starting an argument to create some space between you and this person. I feel like what you're hiding is the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, like J Freedom. Like you're just trying to get away from this person, Capricorn. Okay. I mean, the obstacle is that unfortunately you have to hurt this person. You know, it's like you don't want to hurt this person. It's like you don't want to make it clear as day as, listen, I'm just here for the D, I'm just here for the coochie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you want to tell this person that this is more casual for you. You know, you don't want to hurt this person, but I think maybe you're going to try to do it through a fight or through your actions and separate yourself. You know, your advice here is the Five of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I know you feel bad, but basically what you're doing is putting this person on a path to find somebody that's going to give them what they're seeking. And what they're seeking is high levels of commitment. You know what I'm saying? You know, the good part about this Capricorn is that you're not, you know, being an ass. You're not stringing them along. You're not, you know what I'm saying, using them. You're you know, you're trying to do it in the best way you know how, to set them on a path where they find what they need, and you know what I'm saying, somebody that will make them happy, because that person is not you. You're not on the same page with this individual.
Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius, you got pictures, reminiscing, missing you, feeling lonely, using substances to cope. Then you've got back together, fresh start, second chance, good vibe only. Okay. So your energy, there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of drama in the relationship. And it's almost like you needed to do some soul searching and leave somebody out in the cold. You needed to get away from this relationship. You needed to leave it alone. I feel like this person, it's almost like they were waiting for you to cheat on them. So, I mean, if there was a lot of stress in the relationship, waiting for this betrayal, they were back and forth about this working out or having a new beginning. Maybe they're waiting for some kind of betrayal. The center of the read, the obstacle is walking away, making the choice to walk away. And the harsh truth is you made the choice to walk away from an empress. Okay, so I feel like your energy is that now you're feeling lonely. You may be using substances to cope, but you want this person back, because here you go with the Strength card and the Devil, and the Ten of Pentacles. You're needing the courage because you're obsessed with this relationship. You're obsessed with this commitment. I also see this as an emperor getting ready to level up to an emperor with that King of Swords, Aquarius. So I feel like for you, it's like, I just can't get this person out of my mind. I want a second chance with this person. I want to be with this person. And I feel like you're going to move forward to a family situation. You are going to move forward with your person, maybe even getting married, right? You do have past mistakes, but I feel like now you're on the same page. So it takes sometimes you being away from one another to come back together with one another. You know, once you realize when you're apart, you realize what you lost. And that's when you'll either put the work in to fix the relationship, or you're going to move on because it's not repairable. One of the two. But I feel like for you, you got a second chance here.
Okay, so Aquarius, your energy is the Two of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. So the question here, is this love? You know, is this love? I think that you might be juggling, you could either be juggling two people in your mind, or you're trying to figure out if this is love or lust. Now, on your person side here, we've got the High Priestess, and we've got the Knight of Wands. Now, the problem that you're facing here, Aquarius, is that your person sees this as lust. They see this as lust. They do not see this as love. So you're starting to wonder, you know, is this love? And this person is just trying to get it in. Now, I think that you're kind of put in a position here where you're hiding your feelings because you don't know how they feel about you. So I think that you're stepping back to use your head over your heart a little bit to analyze how they're treating you to see if this is love. And the obstacle here is the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. What you're seeing is that outside of sexy time, this person really isn't taking much action towards you. You know what I'm saying? They're not taking much action towards you. So Aquarius, I think that you're sitting in an energy here where the advice is, as hard as it is, I think that you're going to start to separate yourself from this person because you're falling in love. They see this as something super casual, and for some reason you don't want to come forward and maybe look stupid or something like that and say that you're catching feelings. You would rather just separate yourself from the situation. As hard as that may be, you'd rather just distance yourself because, you know, out of sight, out of mind. You're hoping that if you just don't see them, sleep with them, that maybe, I don't know, the feelings will go away. You know, that's kind of what your, you know, your next move is here towards them.
Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you got clear mind, clear mind, clear heart, right? Insight, clarity, and truth. Then you got controversy, drama, scandal, disbelief, hidden things revealed. Now, for you, you got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, right? You've been this is something you've wanted to move. Your wish fulfillment for a long time was to move forward, to have justice. You want to move forward, and you want to go in the right direction. You're ready to move forward for you, right? You want to end something with somebody, but they're manifesting you coming back. Where you're ready to move on from this person, they're manifesting reconciliation in a new beginning with pre-empress energy, right? They see you as the one, and it's like now they're ready to come back. And for your energy, Pisces, is you've been on this damn crazy train for too damn long, and you're wishing to just move forward. You want things to work out in the right way, the way they're meant to be, in divine timing, all that shit. You're ready for it to be that way. That's your justice here. They're manifesting you back. But the energy, that the obstacle is that this person was in and out, acting, you know, you felt like this person was maybe just not mature enough, not in the right place. I'm going to tell you, if you don't realize it, if you're an empress and they're a knight, this isn't going to work for a while, okay? Because this person's got some levels they have to go through. When they're an emperor, then they're on your level. This person's not on your level, right? All it offered you was mind games, manipulation, chaos, bullshit, right? Whatever they communicated, whatever came out of this person's mouth was BS, right? Whatever happened, they're in and out. Whatever they said to you was all a bunch of lies and deception here. So I feel like the outcome is there is time. There's hope. There is hope. There is hope for happiness. And this person wants to communicate to you. They want to, they may have leveled up. They may have leveled up. Because they want you back now, but what they did in the past caused this to fall apart. That's why you wanted to move forward. But there is hope for this. There is hope for things to change, because you have to be on the same page with one another, right? And I feel like they saw the harsh truth in it all. They saw that their actions was what was causing the problem. They saw they were the problem. So when they looked in the mirror, they go, oh, it's not her, it's me, right? I need to fix it, right? They finally saw that, right? So now they can reconcile with you. Now it's time to reconcile. Once this person took care of, I want to say took ownership of the nonsense and figured out that it was them and not you.
Okay, so Pisces, I want to give you a big old hug here because I feel like you were the victim of a love bombing. Okay. I think that your energy here is the world card with the 10 of wands. You're trying to accept this lesson, even though it's very, very hard for you. I think that your person's energy, they came on strong with this beautiful 10 of cups vibe. And then with the hanged man, they just hit the brakes. I think that what you're hiding secretly is you're hoping that this person will come back and come snatch you up and say, oh, I made a mistake. I still love you and I still want all those things with you. That's secretly what your heart is yearning for and hoping for. But the obstacle here is you're going to end up seeing this person in another relationship. And I'm not going to lie, when you see it, there's going to be pain, there's going to be envy, there's going to be jealousy, there's going to be anger, there's going to be the good old fashioned why them and not me. You're going to go into your room and grab a pillow and scream into the pillow. It's going to be one of those moments, okay? But it will also help you to understand that this is not coming back together. There will be no working it out once you see this with your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And it'll make the process of getting that closure and moving on, even though it's pain, it's like ripping a band-aid off, how it really, really hurts, but then it kind of calms down, that's kind of what the feeling that I'm getting here. But I do see you healing from it. Everything will be okay.
Okay, guys, that is all for this session of Piping Hot Tarot Talk. We will see you next week. I hope everybody has a blessed day.
Bye, my loves.
Bye-bye.